those of you who just pitched, I know you probably feel so relieved that you just did your pitch that you worked so hard on. Although your heart is still probably beating out of your chest a little, you're maybe silently comparing your pitches to others, and you might be rethinking everything you said, and that is totally normal. Maddie and I can completely relate. We have been in your shoes many, many times before.
Last time I was on this stage was 3 years ago, and I was competing in Cal Poly's elevator pitch competition. So I remember how nerve-wracking it is. And I remember going and doing power poses in the mirror in the bathroom before and being so nervous. So I give all of you props for putting yourselves out there and really trying to do something, because it's scary, it's hard. So that's where I started my entrepreneurial journey 3 years ago, and now I'm actually an entrepreneur and CEO of a company that's made profit, and it really all has started from here.
So, Maddie, you're telling me that you started right here on the stage, and now you're still working on a company, you're a CEO, and you're here guest speaking right now. So you must have won, and everyone must have thought your idea was picture perfect, right?
I wish it was that easy, and I wish I went along a simple journey like that, but I didn't, and I didn't win, and my idea was way too far-fetched, but I did gain a ton of valuable experience from this competition that really got my foot in the door of everything Cal Poly and entrepreneurship related. Right after this competition ended, I knew that I wanted to continue pursuing my idea, so I decided to enter into Cal Poly's Startup Launch Weekend, which is a 54-hour-long weekend event where you basically form teams based on business ideas that you have, and then you have the whole weekend to turn your idea into a viable business, and at the end you get to pitch it in front of a room of people and judges, and it was so stressful but so much fun, and that was the next step to my entrepreneurial journey.
And Startup Launch Weekend was actually the first step of my entrepreneurial journey. So prior to that weekend, I actually didn't really know that much about entrepreneurship. And I had a dream that I thought was very unrealistic of starting a business by the time I graduated. And I had a business idea. So when I saw a flyer for this weekend in the hallway like 2 days before the competition, I just decided to sign up because something good had to come out of it, right? So, to be honest with you though, the start of this weekend was pretty uncomfortable for me. I had never pitched before, I walked into this event not knowing anybody, and to make things worse, I was in the wrong attire. So I was really nervous, and you know, it was a business thing. So of course I showed up in my business professional outfit, I'm talking like full-on suit here, and I walk in and everyone is in sweatshirts and jeans. So, pretty embarrassing, and I actually almost left because I was so embarrassed, but I just felt a sense of warmth and everyone was so inviting, so I decided to stay. And it's a really, really good thing I did, because to make a very long story short, Maddie and I, we started as complete strangers, but at this weekend, we found each other because we both had the same vision of making fitness fun. So during the course of this 54-hour weekend, we formed a team together. We learned so much about building a business, getting out of the building and doing customer development, meeting with mentors and advisors, leading a team, and ultimately, by the end of the weekend, we had built an entire business plan and a pitch that we were ready to pitch to a panel of judges.
So it sounds like with all this hard work that we put in and a team of people, we must have wowed the judges with our pitch, right?
Don't you remember, Maddie? You completely froze on stage, and I talked way too fast, like you couldn't even understand me. And to top it all off, we got cut off at the end, so we didn't even finish our pitch. And when we started, we wanted to hook in the judges, so we did a backflip and a leap. And that's how that went.
So it sounds like we did wow the judges. So I do remember that now, but what I remember even more is how the experience from that weekend, the whole weekend, and how we led a team of 10 people, and how we put ourselves out there, did something that was a little bit scary, but ultimately it led in us finding each other and working together to start a business. And we've been working together since that day to continue our business, and we'll probably be business partners for the rest of our lives. And that was because we took a chance and took an opportunity to do something that we had no idea what would come from it.
And after that weekend, despite the humility that we faced, we both had no doubt that we wanted to and needed to continue moving forward because we found something we were so passionate about and we found each other as business partners. So we decided to take the feedback that we received from the judges, and rather than seeing ourselves as the victim and feeling sorry for ourselves, we decided to take this feedback and use it as an opportunity for growth and progression. So after this weekend, we had a team of 4, and we joined the hatchery, which is on campus, and we worked tirelessly day after day to continue working on our business. We pivoted a little bit based on the feedback we received from the judges, so that was a big moment. And we worked on more customer development, more prototyping, more business models. And we worked so hard that we decided when Innovation Quest came around, which if you don't know what that is, that's a competition that Cal Poly hosts for startup companies. The grand prize is $15,000. So we were hoping to win that grand prize. So we applied for that competition, and we also applied for Cal Poly's Summer Accelerator program.
So at this point, we had done the elevator pitch competition, we'd done Startup Launch Weekend, we were involved in the hatchery at Cal Poly, we were involved in the Cal Poly Entrepreneurs Club, and we were taking all of this feedback, working with mentors, and really put our best foot forward. We had a team, and we were really trying to get into this program. So we had a good shot at winning, right?
Well, not quite. Innovation Quest, it got canceled due to COVID. So while we did complete the application, we were never able to turn it in. And for Summer Accelerator, we actually didn't even make it to the semifinals. But we actually used this, again, as an opportunity. Of course we were upset, but we were so determined. We again took the feedback we got, and with that feedback and also with the effects of COVID, we once again decided to pivot our business. So before, it was a type of in-person workout class in gyms that use a special type of technology, but because of the feedback we received and COVID, we pivoted to an at-home video game that encouraged people to work out. So once again, we worked very tirelessly. We worked with more mentors and advisors. We took feedback. We did customer research until the next year rolled around, and it was time to once again apply for Innovation Quest and Summer Accelerator. So by now, we must have at least placed or gotten to the semifinals, right?
We didn't just place in the competition, but we ended up winning Cal Poly's entire Innovation Quest competition. We got into the Summer Accelerator program and won $25,000 in prize money. So this really felt like the cherry on top of a very stressful past 2 years or year and a half. And it felt so worth it. Now, from all of the failures that we had gone through, we stopped seeing them as failures and started seeing them as opportunities and to learn, and kept applying the lessons and the feedback that we got. We didn't see the failures as failures, and that's what propelled us forward. And so we got into this program that it was our dream. Our dream was to get into this Summer Accelerator program, which is a 12-week-long boot camp funded by the CIE, and they give you mentors and resources and workshops to help you really launch your business from the ground up in 12 weeks. And this was everything we ever wanted. It was our dream come true.
And we truly made the most of the Summer Accelerator experience. We had the best time. We grew our business tremendously. But there's also a little small part of the story missing here. So we went into Summer Accelerator with a team of 4, and as mentioned, we were a tech company, and we were very nervous to have uncomfortable conversations with our team. And I'm talking about conversations about equity, about roles in the company, and even just about core values. So because we just completely avoided these conversations, it ended up being too late. The tension had built up. We learned that we didn't have the same core values. So with about 3 to 4 weeks left of Summer Accelerator, our team split, our tech team had left, and Maddie and I had 3 weeks until Demo Day. And Demo Day is the culmination of Summer Accelerator, where you pitch for a huge audience and investors are even there. So once again, Maddie and I had to pick ourselves up again. Of course, it was really stressful that our team had split, but we didn't have time to be sad about it. We had to celebrate that we still were working together and we had the same values, and it was time for us to again propel forward and make something happen because our eyes were set on the prize. We had a passion from the beginning that we wanted to pursue. So we pulled things together and we had a pitch by Demo Day, and we actually even got investor interest, which was really exciting.
And to fast forward a little bit to today, we've gone through so many pivots, and over the past 3 years, our business today looks unrecognizable to what it was 2 and 3 years ago. But we've really come a long way. We've now have a business that's made profit. We're working on making a prototype, and we're in a program called the Incubator, which is through the SBDC, and it's a 2-year-long program that basically they help you move your business along. They give you resources and mentors, and it's an awesome program. And now we're actually we found an awesome solution that reverses muscle loss in the most effective and safest way, and we're basically creating a workout band, and we call them the highlight muscle bands. They basically go on your arm or your leg when you work out, and it restricts a portion of the blood flow to your muscles, forcing them to work harder while using lighter weights. So you're basically able to build muscle faster with lower chance of injury. And there's a lot of research to back this up. We're really excited to get our product out and launched within the next year. And that's really what our stage is at this moment.
Yeah, so kind of to summarize our entire presentation here, there's 3 main takeaways that we learned along the way that we wanted to share with you. So the first one is that, if you haven't noticed, failures are only failures if you quit. So when you don't win or you feel like you went through a failure, if you're passionate about what you're doing and you believe in yourself and you want to make it happen, keep going. Don't sit and feel sorry for yourself. I mean, it's okay to be sad for a little bit, but take that feedback and use it as opportunity for growth to move forward and improve yourself and create something great. The second point I would like for you to take away is please have those uncomfortable conversations with your team. I know it feels uncomfortable, but it is never too early to start talking about core values. It is essential for a team that works well together, and trust me, you'll be happy that you did it early on. And the third key takeaway is to put the work into what you're passionate about to succeed. So as you can see, Maddie and I have worked very tirelessly throughout the years to pursue our passions. And I know we're all human and we all may have other things going on as well, as you all are in school, you may have side hustles, other jobs, but it's possible to do it all. I spent a year after I graduated completely working on our company, but I'm also actually in a pre-med program now because that's something else that I was interested in, but I'm passionate about both, and I have my eyes set on a goal, so I'm making it work. We have very good communication together, and it is possible to do multiple things. Just need to learn to allocate your time and just put the work in. You might be working more than the average person, but if you're passionate about it, you'll love it, and it's worth it.
So to bring this full circle, that's where we are today, and we really did start at elevator pitch competition and startup launch weekend, and that was because we decided to do something that was a little scary. We got outside our comfort zones and we took the opportunities that were presented to us. So I recommend to take the opportunities that are presented to you. Cal Poly has some really awesome resources, such as Cal Poly Entrepreneurs is a really great club where you can meet a lot of like-minded people and a lot of entrepreneurs and grow a lot of your connections. Also, the Hatchery is a great place to get started. If you have a business idea or you want to be a part of a business, talk to Jose and he'll probably get you into the Hatchery. It was a great resource for us. And also, Startup Launch Weekend is what it's called now, right? It was Startup Marathon before. Startup Launch Weekend, I think, is this weekend, and as far as I know, there are still spots open, so you all should do that. Sign up for it. That's where Sara and I met. That's where our business really got started. And so you should take all those opportunities that are presented to you because you really have no idea what's going to come from them.